Welcome to Beards, Swords, Shotguns. This is Nicholas, and today we'll be taking a look at gathering all the evidence for the royal trial in Yes Your Grace. A word of warning. This video is a guide to help you gather all the evidence you need for the trial in the first half of Yes Your Grace. Therefore, this guide contains some spoilers for the Yes Your Grace narrative. In order for us to help you gather all the evidence, we need to spoil some things regarding the wedding early in the game and some minor details of the weeks leading to the trial. We will not discuss the trial itself in this video, so there's no need to stress about that. With that said, let's get going. Time is of the essence, and apart from having to manage an entire kingdom and your own family, you know how to prove your innocence as well. Luckily, there are only 3 pieces of evidence to uncover, and they are a tooth from a beast, an empty file, and an incriminating letter. If you follow this Yes Your Grace evidence guide, you should be ready for the trial in no time. The first piece of evidence, the tooth from a beast. After the tragic wedding ceremony, you will interrogate some suspects in your throne room. One of the servants will tell you that the guard in the dungeon might be able to tell you more. After you have concluded your duties in the throne room, travel to the dungeon and speak to the guard stationed there. After having a chat with him, he will give you the first piece of evidence, a tooth he picked up by the wine barrels, and just like that, you have your first piece of evidence. The second piece of evidence, the letter. Getting the second piece of evidence takes more delicate detective work. To get started with your quest to get the letter, head to your own bedchamber. You will notice a ball of yarn with some needles stuck into it next to the mirror where you enter the room. Luckily, the queen won't notice that you stole her knitting needles, so feel free to grab them and get out of there. Once the needles are in your possession, travel to the gardens. You will notice a piece of the pavement that has a bunch of cracks running through it. Drag the needles from your inventory to the cracked pavement and watch King Eric pry open a secret compartment. Click on the now opened pavement and retrieve the letter from the compartment. Congratulations, you now have your second piece of evidence. The third and last piece of evidence, the file. You can gather the first 2 pieces of evidence during your first day after the tragic wedding, but you will have to wait a while to get the third and final piece. During week 17, you will receive a message stating that a certain village, Branca, has some clues to help you with your investigation. To act on this piece of information, you will need to send one of your agents to investigate upon your behalf. This is a timed mission, so try to have one of your agents available during this time to investigate the village. Upon their return from the investigation, they will present you with an empty file, which is the last piece of evidence for the trial. The next step in building your case means that you have to explore the properties of each of these pieces of evidence. Each of the 3 pieces of evidence has 2 areas that you need to unlock to have all the information you need for the trial. The first is an expert's opinion on the evidence, and the second is the answer of a suspect on the piece of evidence. The 3 experts are your agents, and the suspects are various lords and ladies from the rest of the kingdom. The expert for the letter, the general. Visit your general at the wall and send him to the village in question. This will take 2 weeks. Upon his return, your general will reveal the first piece of crucial evidence to help you with your trial. On his travels, he learned that the northern lords decorate their letters in ways similar to the piece of evidence you have. The suspect for the letter, Lord Grego. The game is not very clear on where the different lords are located, but the one you want to invite to help you learn more about the letter is Lord Grego. He will divulge that the decorations on the letter are rowan trees used to build cradles that protect children from evil spirits. By talking to your general and Lord Grego, you should now have all the evidence you need concerning the letter. The expert for the file, the witch. The witch needs to be in your castle and therefore not on a quest to help you with the file. She hangs around the council chamber and is located in the top left corner of the room. Ask her to take a look at the file and traces of the substance still left in it. After a few weeks, she will return and reveal some key pieces of information to help you in the upcoming trial. The suspect for the file, Lord Lurs. Invite Lord Lurs and Lord Etten to reveal some key information that will help you in the trial. You will learn that Branca is a village under the rule of Lord Etten. Lord Lurs will reveal some further details that Etten and the now dead Talus were not on the best of terms. Thanks to Lord Lurs, you have another key piece of information. By having a chat with your witch and Lord Lurs, you now know everything you can about the file. The expert for the tooth. The hunter. The hunter will be your expert on the tooth. You gain access to the hunter just a few weeks prior to the trial, so be sure to ask him to look at the tooth as soon as he is available. If you send him away on a quest, you may miss this part of the evidence for the trial. If he's not away on a quest, you can find him chilling in your dungeon. The suspect for the tooth, Lady Lena. Invite Lady Lena to your castle and discuss the tooth with her. You'll learn some key information from her when she tells you that dragon's teeth are worn by soldiers to help them in battle. With this piece of information, you now know everything about the tooth. Armed with the 3 pieces of evidence and key information giving context to them, you are as ready as you can be for the trial. You can review your evidence and what you know about them at your evidence table next to the witch in the council chamber. You will need to make some tough choices in the trial, so take a good look at the evidence to help you make the best decision. Good luck from our side, and we hope this Yes Your Grace evidence guide helped you prepare for the important trial coming up. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please leave us a like and subscribe, it means a lot to our channel. Thanks and bye.